Okay folks, it's now a little after 7 p.m. and tonight's experiment is using my, oops, I almost forgot to bring it out here, I'll show it to you in a minute, ladybug glue, which basically just turns out to be a cola, Coke, Pepsi, half that with half water. So I just got a soda and poured it into a bottle, and I didn't shake it up, whatever. Anyway, so I tried it, and so far, I mean, I dumped a bunch of them into I took them out of the fridge, so they were still chilled and chilling out, if you will. Dropped a bunch of them into the pan, stapled the bag shut real quick, then sprayed them with the spray, and went and spread them throughout the garden as fast as I could, just in case they tried to fly away. But so far, none of them have flown away. The most they did was start crawling up my arm while I was holding on to this pie tin here. And well, a couple of them are still upside down, so they might not be alive. I hope I didn't drown them. But the ones that I did spread around didn't seem like they were flying away. So I think it worked. And so let's go take a look at the various different plants real quickly, and then we'll come back in maybe a half hour and see how they're spreading out. Now, hopefully you can see there's one kind of moving his way around on there. And we've got a few more. If I can turn this around and go for that. Hopefully you can see, well, where did he go? They're in there. They're just a little hard to see, especially at this resolution. You'll have to trust me that they're there. Let me see if I can get a still shot. Alright, I've already seen a couple of them in flight, but this is big planter number 2. What I just showed you was big planter number 3. You can kind of see these guys crawling around. There's even one down on a... Well, anyway, let me see if I can get you a couple more still shots on this. Don't know how well you can see it, but they do seem to like the marigold. They haven't quite crawled up. Oh, I see one of them up on the main plants. Let's see if I can get you a couple of still shots of this. I dropped a whole bunch of them down on this plant. I've now seen a couple more of them flying, which makes me think maybe I didn't spray enough glue. I didn't want to drown them either, so, but I guess when I dumped them all in the pan, they were all in kind of a clump. So, I don't know how many I killed, how many were already dead. Maybe tomorrow night I'll try the glue again, but I'll try and spread them out first really quickly and then spray them a little bit more heavily. Also, a lot of them were upside down, so I may have just glued their feet together instead of their wings. We'll have to see. It's all just a question of experimenting and seeing what works. We'll check in on things tomorrow morning. Good morning, gardening friends. We've got a little visitor in the garden here. It's around 10:30 in the morning on the 26th. And I'm out to see what we've got in terms of the ladybugs still hanging around, so let me take a quick look for that. Wow, you jumped down quick. Alright, so I got one here and maybe a second one I thought I saw, so there's only 2 of them on the patio. Well, between planter 1 and planter 2 I had seen one ladybug, but then I got called away briefly. Now that I'm back 10 minutes later, that one's gone, so it looks like we got no ladybugs out here on these planters. Let's take a look at the big plant bush thingy. Well, no sign of ladybugs here either. And I will say that last night while I was reviewing the video I did notice, and I'll probably highlight it as I post the videos, that I had spotted there was a worm on this plant, so little caterpillar. And I think that that's another part of the problem. So I've got both the leaf hoppers and some kind of worm. Maybe it's the cabbage worm come back to haunt me here. So that's it for the morning update. Let's see what happens this evening.